starting this YouTube journey, imitation's been a lot on my mind. I know it's sort of an intrinsic part of just being a person and making art. You know, there's that Picasso quote, good artists borrow, great artists steal. But because I'm jumping into something new, or at least something that I haven't done that much, at least in a long time, I don't know, I'm just so much more aware of it now as a songwriter and, music maker. I've built up enough experience and have enough of a learned history and imitated enough to have sort of developed my own voice or my own touch in some sense. And so I'm not really thinking about it as much, but now that I'm doing something different, my sort of artist mind or creative mind goes to, well, how do I learn something? The best way is just to copy something else for a little bit, get a feel for it, and then make your own thing. And so I think that's why my attention, at least, has gone more to imitation, so much so that I've been watching this anime that's like, I went to another world and I have online shopping powers or something like that. It's really cute and it's really fun, but in like the second episode, he makes potofu, and it just happens to be something that I know how to make, and I saw someone make it, and they, I guess they walked me through it, but I figured out how to make it, and it's just been a part of my repertoire for a long time. And so I thought, oh, he made it, now I want to make it too. And it turned out great. I was very pleased with it, but it made me think like, I don't know if I'm just very easily influenced or because I'm more sensitive to or aware of just how much human beings imitate, that I'm noticing it. 10 plus years ago when I was making YouTube videos in college and in Japan, I was imitating Charlie is so cool like or Dan and Phil without really knowing that that's what I was doing. But now that I have that artistic or creative experience and I kind of know how it goes, or at least my, interpretation of how things go, it's been a lot of fun, and it makes me want to go to music now and sort of go back to borrowing things and learning things for a bit and sort of trying to digest them and let them become part of me and my repertoire before they sort of reemerge as something else. The dog's being very cute here. Let me... Cora, you a little sleepy? Oh, yes. I haven't played guitar in a while, so my hands feel kind of funky. I've been focusing on keyboard. I think I haven't exercised my creative muscles very much recently, so this is like a nice change, and I'm looking forward to just spending more time creating, making new things. I like the chord progression I have for what I think will be the verse section of the song. Sounds very 90s, kind of like that Sixpence None the Richer song, Kiss Me. Kiss me. But just that part, I think it's like that movement just instantly makes it like that song. But I'm trying to figure out what to do for the pre-chorus. I'm not sure. I kind of was thinking maybe like a little staccato thing, like or something like that. I'm not super sold on it. I do have something for what I think I want to make the chorus section. Add in a bit of a spicy chord in there. Spicy chord. Me from a couple years ago would have. Classic move, but I'm gonna try to not to do that because I've done that in too many songs. So I'm gonna give that a break. Maybe I'll come back around to it in a year or two. I'm just gonna memo that down into this microphone really quick. done a whole lot of writing in the past month or two. I feel like there's a season for input and a season for output, or if you're into plants, they've got that growth season to that dormant period. And so I felt like I was sort of inputting and, I don't know, being dormant for a little bit. But I have been listening to a lot of that new Soccer Mommy album, as well as that older Wilco album, Yankee Foxtrot Hotel. And so re-entering this output season, I was a little bit concerned that maybe the first song or two that I started writing would be more that, or maybe be too close to that. But already I feel it veering into a very different territory, which is a good sign, I think. It's funny that the ones that you worry might be too close to some sort of source material end up being totally different, and then something that you're not even thinking about, you later find, oops, I borrowed a lot more from something that I thought I did, that was just sort of lodged into your brain. And maybe you have this too when you're creating, where you think, oh, this is a good idea, I should do this, and you're sort of building on top of all of these ideas until you realize that you thought it was a good idea because that's something that already existed in your brain, and you're just sort of remembering it in your own way. And so you feel the urge to maybe put that away, shelve it for a little bit. Even now, I'm sort of torn on, when you output something that is kind of close to something else, whether that should just stay for you and maybe needs to be workshopped a little bit more, or maybe it's allowed to exist in the world, because inevitably it does go through the filter that is you, and your experiences and all the things that you like are also pulled into that. And so I think on some level, unless you're really intentionally trying to copy something, it should be different enough. And, so as the artist or as the creator, you just feel a little squeamish or squirrely about it. But all that to say, it feels good to let that creative energy sort of flourish. I don't know, or expel sounds kind of gross. It feels good to write and create again. And I'm quite excited about how this is going to turn out.
In every conifer, in every pine, every horehound laden path beneath my stride, there you are. But if you should forget me, not seek where I reside, then know that I've forgotten you, left the path behind. But if each day the flower blooms and climbs up to your lips, then my love fades off your love, beloved, as long as you shall live, as long as the black moon brings you back to me, you can rest assured that I will never leave.
Just got back from a lovely date with my partner. We went to the La Brea Tar Pits, which was really nice. We'd been meaning to go for a while, so it was good to finally get to do that. She makes really amazing jewelry, by the way. These are all handmade by her. But after getting back, we both needed a little recharge solo time, which is how we are, and I really like that. We enjoy a lot of alone time as much as we, enjoy each other. And so I've been back plugging away at the song and also editing this video, and I've realized that I need, or want at least, more slow songs in my catalog. And so that made me rethink the song that I was writing right now. So instead of starting something completely new, I decided to at least try dropping the tempo of what I was working on now and seeing if that would work. And not everything translated, but I think a good portion of it did. I don't know, nothing's really set in stone. I'm letting it be fluid and kind of just go where it wants to go. That's how I like to approach writing, at least, where you kind of start and you input and kind of just put things down and then see where it takes you, and instead of trying to like wrangle it and wrestle it into some certain shape, letting it sort of indicate to you where it wants to go and kind of just facilitating that. And now that it has a new shape, I'm ready to do something that I feel like I struggle with the most, which is putting lyrics and melody to music. But I don't want to put it off for too long, because it's like when you avoid doing something for too long, it just becomes a bigger and bigger thing in your mind. And so you're better off just kind of getting it out of the way, like, I haven't gone to the dentist in, 2 years. Oh, I should really do that. Oh my gosh. Versus if you just went every 6 months or whatever, it wouldn't be a big deal. So I'm just going to tackle it head on. Maybe I'll do some imitation. Maybe I'll pull some books off the shelves and sort of find something that inspires me. Maybe a couple words or a sentence will kind of give me a spark to get this thing going. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one where I am hopefully moving forward with this song, and I'll have more to show for it in the next one. Okay, bye. Also, if you like the songs in this video, they are all Joy Weather songs. They're all my songs, and they're all available on Spotify, and I would love if you listen to them. Okay, now bye.